There was no morning rush hour. Yerevan's wide streets were mostly quiet. For those who chose to work, you either walked or cycled.
Not only Yerevan, which is the most populated city of Armenia, but all over Armenia there are strikes and people are out in the streets. They want just their voices to be heard, and this is what we are continuing for the past mostly month.
One effective way that this strike is working is shutting down the roads and the streets in Yerevan. So the main roads, usually very busy, are closed off, and the way they are doing that is putting cars and buses in the middle of the road so no traffic can go through.
Ambulances are allowed to pass, but this car without registration plates was stopped. Demonstrators detained the driver because they suspected he was trying to provoke an incident. Traffic police came to check his driving license and find out who he was. Many are afraid how the authorities will react if there's any violence. The man who called for the strike and promised a political tsunami believes these anti-government demonstrations are successful.
The most important goal is already reached, is already fulfilled, and that's free and determined citizens of Armenia that won't allow any government, any power to be corrupt, to be dishonest, and to act against the people.
Elsewhere, a group of strikers took to the streets in a show of popular support for Pashinyan. There's disappointment he wasn't selected as Prime Minister in a parliamentary vote in which he was the only candidate. Still, some of his supporters did decide to work.
It wasn't difficult for me not to go to strike and come to work because our company distributes medical supplies, and it's important for people, and I understand that if we don't distribute, some people anyone could die.
Through the day on Wednesday, more and more people poured into Yerevan city centre. Some employers and business entrepreneurs, usually against political uncertainty, back the protests.
There is no room for the country's economy to develop with the level of corruption that we currently have in Armenia. But if the corrupt system stays as it is now, the losses will be hundreds or thousands of times bigger than the strikes in the last couple of days.
At times, the demonstrations resembled a street party, especially as news filtered through the Republican Party after voting against Pashinyan on Tuesday now say their members in parliament will support the people's candidate. Iolo Daffyd, TRT World, Yerevan.